My legs are so white. Neon. Yeah, no, you're good, Brooke. You're under control, man. You do you.
Oh, I didn't charge the one that works well. So have everybody take at least one or two.
Yes, I did.
Good.
Hello. So I was telling Fran with the Pam clinic, if Dory's still able to stand up by Saturday, I might ask if I can share with you. But I don't know if she'll still be able to stand up. I had asked for 3, but somehow Fran doesn't. Well, she forgot. Or she somehow. I got 2, but you know, who knows? Dory may not be able to stand up, so. Who knows? Not me. Thank you for getting him cooking in the walk, ma'am. Cooking in the walk, cooking in the walk.
So pretty. Please, please take some figs when you go.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay.
Well, if you know anybody that wants to lease a horse, he's for lease.
Oh, gosh. I wish I did know somebody that age
What?
who would want to lease a horse. It's like I'm an anomaly.
Hang on, yeah, just wanna go off the track, straight lines a couple of times.
You're good.
Brooke's horse is well trained too, well, yeah. This evening. No, Sydney, she's there.
So, okay. I don't, if it's not okay to ask you this, let me know. Okay, so she's low fitness. So how do you know how much you should ask? So I feel like I should just get on and walk around the field.
I think you should go and do whatever Frank's looking for.
Okay.
Just good as myself or Kristen here, and if one of us just tried him out just before, somebody who maybe doesn't know how to ride, that says they don't know how to ride,
Absolutely.
you know.
No, I wanna be safe, so.
Remind us of his trick of one.
Right, you get off of him and let go of him and he'll look at you and just go back to work. And stand there waiting for you with a big smile on her face, like, I gotcha.
At least he knows which side his brother put it on. And bring him off the rail just a little bit, inside track or one over, just so you're not falling into that hole at R. It's not fair to him with what we're asking him to do that he falls into a hole. There, and then no hole there. Perfect. And I like how you're asking him to check to the left or the right. Pam's likely to have a meltdown and say quit flagging him and why is his head moving and etc. And so you can do it so that nobody can see it. And staying off that rail is a good idea also on the inside track. Just because that way you're more in charge. And during the warm up you can go across the diagonal, you can go up the center line. That way you can do a serpentine, that way you're giving him, he's like, oh wait, I thought we were going straight, but we're still going left. Good decision. Just
So
to
when
keep
you
it
wanna
clean.
go to the walk, you have to urge her on, because she puts the brakes on.
I'm trying to do that on the lunge too.
Yeah, good. Yeah, not just let her hold on. Yeah, good idea.
Yep, good decision.
Well, if you have your ears on, I'll
then maybe go back to the walk for a minute and leg yield him left and right for a second. Just cause he's being a little stiff and stuck today. Which is fine, he could've slept on the wrong side of his hay pile last night. Goodness only knows. Well, if I need to go put pants on, I can, but,
it's alright, I'm wearing the back brace and it's like really hot.
yeah, and he's a little slow off your left leg there, isn't he? He's quicker off your right one today, and a little slow off that left one, so put the whip, yeah, nothing's happening, so put the whip on the left side. And you can even smack your boot, you don't even have to smack him. There you go, yep. That's much better, much better, much better. So I suspect he was slightly behind your left leg. It's a really quick way to tell if you're not sure. Like if things aren't right, you're like, what the heck's going on here? He's being a little wonky. Being behind one leg or the other can make them feel wonky when there's not actually anything wrong with them. And then make it when you do decide to trot, make it a pretty quick trot, trot. Like quick to the edge. There you go. And then have an expectation this time that he's quick again. Like, lighten your seat, not the ghost. Yep. And check that you can counterflex just a hair. And make sure that you're sitting on the right side of the saddle. I don't mean the correct side, I mean the actual right side. Make sure you're nice in the middle. And in the canter, you want your seat to have a little bit of a swoosh, like a Nike swoosh, swinging along with him, and then your swing helps dictate what you're looking for in his canter. Quite nice there. Really nice, and whenever he is quite nice and quite good, seeing how much you can put your hands together, and watch you don't fall in that hole by R. Good job with the left shoulder. Perfect change. And then right after the change, check. Can you do a little forward and back? Can you look a little left and right? Check all the things. Good decision.
I think you guys have to go in a little house. That's what I think. I think it's a little too warm out here for you. Maybe
He's not quite on the bit there.
another 30 minutes.
So a little forward and back. Or you can do some canter trots, whatever. Just make sure he's quick to whatever you're asking him to do. And you felt how he was a little behind you when you asked him to. And he's been pretty good, so it's not surprising that we're gonna have a day where he's like, really, that was a lot of hard work, let's not do that again today. So that's kind of normal. But he's becoming more on the bit with your canter trots. It's hard to expect them to be on every single day. Good job. Good job with the counterflexion and the forward and back, and then he's nicely on the bit now, you'll see in the video. There you go, watch the forward R. And your outside rein, remember, is what keeps him on the bit. shorten the reins a little bit.
Judy, can you hear me? No? Alright, I'm gonna have you call me, I'm gonna. Uh,
'Cause I felt like especially your right rein was a little long, your hand was a little, woo! Like you were fly fishing, no fly fishing.
What's your passcode, Judy?
A little bit spun, he didn't stick, but he a little bit spun.
2.
And you can feel there, it's the outside rein that brings him around. I mean, that's basically a little mini half,
Yeah,
yes,
I-
that was much
I've
better.
got
That's
it.
basically a little mini half pass.
I
It's your outside rein.
And this isn't the one that works so well.
Those are good steps. Yep.
Okay, if you can't hear me, I'll just go over down there
And it's just a constant check. Is he quick to you? Is he quick to you? Is he quick to you? And it's harder to do the haunches in a straight line off the rail. It's hard, so I'm just putting that out there before you get started. And you can a little bit cheat because the sun is gonna give you a shadow here, so if you do it on the top railing, like that, right there, his front feet are on the top railing of the shadow, and then you keep the haunches in to keep his front feet on the top rail, then you have a guideline. And if he's having trouble, a leg yield might be in order with the look to the
Yeah.
left.
Except I can hear myself in the radio, but that's all right.
Yep, so have him look left and then really leg yield him up. Cause remember it was that left leg he was a little stuck on? There you go. And then you can go back over to the haunches
Okay,
in.
can you hear me?
Good, and you're doing a good job of sitting left, you'll see in the video. Try not to rock left and right. Keep nice and steady.
Because if I have it right next to me, then I hear myself.
Nice steps, you'll see he's crossing at his hocks and his knees. Yep, and check him right there. Can you look a little right? Can you look a little left? Good job. Good job. And good decision to make a turn there and not just go straight down the rail. I want him always not quite sure what the plan is, but so that he has to wait for you and pay attention to you.
And I got on to a little wobbly, but I rode her on the rail at first.
I haven't used the whip at all.
Yeah.
Quite nice. Good job slowing the shoulders a little bit. There you go. And good job sitting on the inside. Quite nice, Ann. Strong work. And that was yesterday where you wanted to push those shoulders up, so good job. Quite nice there.
So,
Really nice. Good job sitting to the right. Really nice half pass, Ann. Really nice. Good job.
okay, so then you kind of gather up your reins.
So before we do a canter half pass, I want to do the shallow loop both ways, just so that you really have a lock on those shoulders. Just so you in your mind, like, so when I say turn to R, you don't go where? You know what I mean? I want you. Yes, correct. Both half passes were good. Yes, yes, I could see that. Because I started to say, I mean, I could tell you were fixing him, you were supporting him, you were riding him. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. But I was about to say his haunches are trailing and you would bring his shoulders back in line. And you weren't overcorrecting so that you were pushing his haunches ahead of him. You were overcorrecting to keep him parallel, which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So you were doing the correct things at the correct time.
Yeah, I don't think it's more outside leg.
No, it's the shoulders. He wants to lean on that left shoulder and get it ahead of himself. So you have to slow down the shoulder as the rider with your inside leg, and also so that you can steer his shoulders where you want them. He can't, it's not his job to be in charge of his shoulders. And he's being a little pushy with the left shoulder. But that's just what he's doing this week. I mean, it could be something else next week, but we just have to ride the horse we have today. Do you understand about a shallow loop, correct? Like from where you are, you would go K, X, H. So it's the first level shallow loop, but when you canter, I would like to do that in the canter off each lead, so that you really get a feel of keeping his shoulders between the reins and you steering, and he's gonna go, wait, what? That's not what we're supposed to do, and you're gonna go, well, that's what we're doing, mister. It's the same like as if you're doing the precinct George, so you wanna get there just a little early. Go straight over X and then turn back left to H. Bring the shoulders. Shoulders to H. Ah, and you feel how easy that is, because he wants his shoulders to go left. It happens. People happen. Good decision. Shorten your reins about 8 inches when you can. I realize you're in a good job. And you're doing a good job of keeping your elbows at your hips, sitting up and sitting back, sitting on your inside. Really lock in. There you go. And you can channel some of that energy.
And you stay right there.
Yeah, you're good, Fran.
No, I was talking about
Yeah, I know. I am too.
He's shy in the corner once, and I'm trying to stay away from Crystal.
Good job.
But.
Good job. And then you can do the half pass from K.
All right, so I use the whip to get into the trot.
Really nice and parallel.
Is the one on the right hind leg on?
Good job. Really nice and parallel. You shifted him and pushed, yeah. Operator error.
I've been all the horses.
Be sure and really focus on coming straight up the center line. And usually in the test at third three, you do a good job of coming straight up the center line.
Yeah, but for right now, because you're going right, but if you're going left, you could use the right side and the other side, doesn't matter. It's not like Hunter where you have
Good
to
job.
use the on the inside.
He lost his hunches on that one. His shoulders got a little ahead of him. Good job. She doesn't steer.
Okay, so. It's left.
So let's go back and do the right again one more time.
Yeah.
So really think about not letting and that was not
Yeah,
necessarily the
no,
hunches trailing, that was the shoulders getting ahead of you.
When Ann is.
So just think
going
hunches in
left,
on a diagonal
you
line.
ride
Yeah,
on
usually
the
it's not a problem
inside
going right,
track.
yeah.
When Ann is
Just
going
think hunches in on a diagonal
right,
line.
then you ride on the outside track.
There you go, nice and parallel. Yep, slow the shoulders a little bit, slow them like you're gonna go back towards the barn. Perfect, 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 and then straight up the center line. Nice and straight. There you go, nice and straight, good job. Really nice, Ann.
Yes, when you're
Watch
going
that
right,
left shoulder.
right on the inside track, just right on the inside track right now. Yeah, now you're going left, so now you'll be on the outside track.
Quite nice.
So go get the rail.
Nice change. Good job.
Well, you get them bending because
He is.
when you
I
just
mean,
start
that's
walking around to,
What they do.
you know, I've gotta move
Yes.
myself
No, they
along
look
today.
fine. They look good.
Because I've got
That
somebody
last one
coming
looks
at
good.
8:30.
You were just being a little pushy the first couple times with those
And I gotta
shoulders.
ride Benny I gotta ride Benny before that because.
Well, and then let's have me ride him a minute tomorrow and see if I can make it slightly less work for you. And
Did I
are you
send
working
the
too hard?
schedule for the PAM clinic? I think I did, on email. Yeah, I did. Except that that the one that I sent you says it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So no matter what the schedule says, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Wednesday is Thursday, Thursday is Friday, Friday is Saturday. Yeah, but I didn't send it to Judy because she was on the CC. Yeah, see, here's my next course. So, after dinner, I'm doing that course, and then after that course, I'm doing six. And I probably could use 5 minutes, 10 minutes to just sit for a minute. Before getting up, think of.
So let's do a shallow loop on the left leg, just so that you are locked into getting the shoulders.
Thanks, Steve.
You flip leads on you. So be sure and keep him looking a little bit left, like you're doing a counter canter, because you are a little bit doing a counter canter. And bring those shoulders back to the wall. Yep, keep that same position in the neck, and then bring the shoulders. There you go, Ann. That's the feel you want. Then he stood up underneath you, didn't he? That's what you're looking for. Be sure you're sitting up and back. Don't get tipped and perched. Yep, keep the left bend, and then there you go. Good job. Yep, good decision. Ah, he doesn't know where he's going. That's perfect, Dan. Yep. You can go down the rail 2 or 3 steps before you start your half pass. And then think about hunches in. Good job with the shoulders. Good job sitting to the inside. Yep, good stair steps. Good schooling, Ann. Good schooling, because you didn't let him take over. Really good schooling effort. Good job. Nice and parallel. Good job. Good job, Ann. Let him know it's coming. Let him know. Okay, good. Shorten your reins a little bit. I didn't know if you were going to do a pirouette or if you were going to do a change. But you're preparing either way. That was good. And there's going to be traffic at the horse show too. Nope, watch the shoulders. We're good till like the last 3 strides. Good job. Nice. Good job, Ann. Nicely on the bit there. Good change. Make a circle, don't try to do it. Make a circle.
Well, I got the color, so when you go
Thinking
in, tell
hunches in.
Danny to come out here for a second. I wanted to put that bark collar on.
Good job. Yep, good.
Yeah, and Darcy, but I don't want to get off. Just ask
Yep.
Danny to come
Well,
out
like
here.
you said, we'll Try me right again tomorrow. See if I can lighten him up a little bit. Good, that was nicely parallel. And you don't need to keep practicing, you already have them, so, okay. Nice change, that was gorgeous. Good morning. Yep, really trying to keep your hands together, keep the ring short enough. Good job, make sure you're staying on one side. You got a little running. You got the weight behind on the last one, you just got a little, the half halt didn't come through. Like I could see you half halting, and then it didn't come through. So if you need to exaggerate your half halt, if you need to do a change and walk, that's fair. Yep. That one was way behind on the first one. So stop doing changes. Do some canter walks on the diagonal line and get him quicker to you. Yeah, so don't do changes. We know he does changes, that's not the point. He's just trying to help. So go on the diagonal line and make him canter walk. And then the left lead. 1, 2, 3, walk. And the right lead. 1, 2, 3, walk. And the left lead. 1, 2, 3, walk. Good. So by the second stride when I was counting, by the time I said 3, it would have been a clean change every time. Did you feel that? I could see it was going to be a clean change because he was then waiting for you because he was like, well crap, she's going to put on the brakes. So do a sequence of those and put a change in the middle there somewhere, but do some canter walks. When the half halt isn't working, you got to go to almost a whole halt. Good. And then the left lead. Perfect. And walk. Perfect. Perfect. Good job. Oh, careful. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. You're up there and you're the rider. That's totally fair. But you can see how we don't have to teach him how to do a flying change. We have to teach him to be, it's like I was explaining to Judy, her horse has to have the trot that has the canter in it and the canter that has the trot in it. He just lost his canter that had the flying change in it. And to get it back, we have to do some canter walks to remind him that he gets to wait for you when you ask him to and not just keep plowing on just because he's big and strong and because he can. And I would put in a canter walk just for good measure. I would, because he does flying changes. Who the hell cares? That's not the point. Yes. And he looks quite nice here. If you get there and you feel like you've got it, but plan to deploy a canter walk if needed. Use your judgment. Perfect. Really nice, Anne. But you can see how he waited for you. He didn't get running. He just needed a reminder of, look here, young sir, stay with us. We're going to reverse this forward on us. He did, but you hit the half halt came through. Those were perfect. You'll see on the video. Those were gorgeous. Okay, well, 100%. Let's have me ride him tomorrow and see if I can just get him a little quicker and a little shorter.
Yeah.
How long was it? Not just 30 minutes.
We're gonna do a couple of trot line things just because he likes them.
But you don't want to use. I would not.
Oh, okay.
He's a little pushy and bargy today, and he has a certain number of trot length things in him for his lifetime. and I wouldn't be using them just to be using them.